Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best centers in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. I'm trying to hit 40K by the end of the month of May, which is here just within the next 3 to 4 days. So we're less than 200 subscribers away. I think it's possible, but I'd really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into the video, and we'll start off with the number 10 spot, which is going to be Artist Gilmore, card that I really do like a lot. He's 7'2", jumper's okay. He's pretty much a Mark Eaton clone. Player build is really nice. He's got an afro that makes him look bigger than 7'2". I think he's very similar to Eaton. That being said, I think Eaton is just a little bit better. Artist is a dominant inside finisher and an elite level defensive card, but offensively he is not spectacular. The jumper is not amazing. I'd say it's pretty Eaton-esque in all honesty, pretty similar. Pro 2 fade is nice, but not, I don't know, you're not going to be fading too much, I don't think, with him. Doesn't provide much shot creation, but the defense on the interior is great. The athleticism is there around the rim. High agility is nice for like the perimeter defense as well, and he's going to hit his open three balls when you need him to. So I like the card. I think he is number 10. Number 9 is Mark Eaton. Like I said, I just think he's a little bit better than Artist. He's 7'4", not 7'2". Now Artist's player build makes it looks a little closer, but 7'4", 275 pounds with 7'8" wingspan he's a massive hoss of a man. 84 speed, 90 driving, 95 standing dunk, 93 ball. A little bit more confident of shooting the ball with him as well. That's probably the other thing about Eaton that I really like, is I feel very confident with him in a catch and shoot. I think he's a little better of a shooter than Artist is. Jumpers pretty similar, but the ratings do help with the confidence shooting the ball, as well as better badges. And I think he's a really good card, man. I think Mark Eaton is a little bit slept on, in all honesty. Definitely one of the better big men in the game, and I like him a lot, man. I think he's very, very good, and I think his size provides a ton of value. So both those guys are elite level dark matter bigs. Number 8, Kristaps Porzingis, who's 99 stats across the board, of course, pretty much as 100 overall, 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan. He does pretty much nothing off the dribble, but the speed can create off the dribble for itself realistically. His catch and shoot jumper is really nice. Defensively, he's very good, very impactful. Again, he's got 99 stats across the board at 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan. That is a very, very valuable skill set to have. He might be the most mediocre of the giant 100 overall bigs, but he's a really good card still, without a doubt. I actually think Dikembe Mutombo is a little bit better than Kristaps Porzingis, though. His stats aren't quite as good, but his jumper, I personally think, is a little bit better. He's got a little bit bigger player build, in my opinion, and I really like him off the dribble. I think defensively, he's absolutely incredible. He feels like an invincible. He feels like Shaq. He feels like Wilt. He's that very similar, same type of card. He's 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan, and he looks all of 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan. He's just a really, really good card. I'm a big Dikembe Mutombo fan. He is my favorite dark matter card in the game, not just dark matter big in the game. I gas him up all the time. Y'all know that. Absolutely love this card. I am seriously considering picking him back up to add to my Uber God squad now, because I think he's that good. I really do want to get a souped up Dikembe Mutombo, because he is incredible and one of the best big men in the game, without a shadow of a doubt. Next up is going to be Shaquille O'Neal, this time his 100 overall, who is probably a little better than Dikembe because he's got the Garland dribble style. Jumper actually probably favors Dikembe just slightly. The stats obviously do favor Shaq a bit, as do the badges, and that Garland dribble style helps. I think he's really good. The upper on his jumper does occasionally get very slight load ups, but at the end of the day, I'm nitpicking. He gets insane at defensive and finishing animations, and he is an extremely elite card. I don't think there's any doubting that Shaq is a top 6 big man in my team. And the fact that he's only 6, again, is indicative of how loaded this position is at this point in the year. A guy like Wilt at number 5, I find his jumper a little more consistent than Shaq's. That's about it. They both get absolutely awesome defensive animations. They both play bigger than 7'1". Wilt's 8-foot wingspan really helps him out on the defensive end of the court to do some really dominant, glitchy things, as well as contest, rebound, things like that. I mean, the only reason he's not taller is because we have a couple of cards that are so genuinely broken that it's ridiculous. But this Wilt is an absolutely elite level card, Pro 2 fade as well. He is a dog. Top 5 big man in my team. Number 4, another Shaquille O'Neal, this time his Invincible, which has a different upper, probably not as fast of an upper actually, but dark upper's not bad at all, and it's way more consistent. Very easy jumper, not to mention his sigs are perfect. Garland dribble style, Francis size of Kimba escape, Trey behind the back. I guess Harden step back isn't as good as Levine, but like that's about it. Pro 2 fade, look at the stats and badges. I mean, he's an invincible. What do you expect? But yeah, Shaq is one of the best cards in the game, without a doubt. That being said, number 3, the last 100 overall, Yao Ming. I honestly wouldn't blame you for having Yao higher than this. I get that animation-wise, he's not like the Invincibles GOAT cards, but he's 7'6" with 97 speed. I mean, he's a 99 stats across the board, basically at 7'6". Jumper is legitimately solid. Again, it's not an invincible in-game jumper, but it is very, very good. And his movement isn't spectacular at all, but he's 7'6", 99 speed. Who needs SIGs? One of the most broken and overpowered cards in the game, without a shadow of a doubt. And yet I only have him at number 3. Number 2, Invincible Victor Wembanyama. Some people might say this is the best card in the game. I think his jumper is very tough to contest, but a little bit inconsistent. I feel like if I used this card more, I might even like him more than I personally do. And I already think he's one of the 3 or 4 best cards in all of my team. I mean, he's absolutely broken. 7'4", 7'8" wingspan, perfect stats, perfect badges, insane legends. The releases, very, very, very good and hard to contest. Pro 2 fade, Garland dribble style, Francis size, Dikembe escape, trade behind the back. I mean, come on. He's absolutely broken. It's kind of wild that he's not number 1, but I personally have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at number 1. I know he's only quote unquote 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan, but he has every single legend badge in the game. He has every stat on 99. And I think most importantly, yes, the every legend badge is nice and that's a plus. The Steph base Oscar upper, I don't know. It reminds me of like 2K21 Dante Exum base. Love this jump shot. Garland dribble style, Francis size of Steph escape, trade behind the back. That's standard. That's basically what Wemby has too. But for me, Kareem's jumper is it's better. I just love his shot. And I think obviously every legend badge is a huge plus. Perfect 6, perfect movement, insane animations, insane everything. It's hard to rank with this many good cards at this point in the year, but that's part of why we're doing the attainable lists, because only 3 of these guys are actual attainable cards in this list. So those are again going to be coming out throughout this week as well. But I think this is my top 10 right now at the center position. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good list in all honesty, pretty accurate. Y'all let me know if there's anything you personally would change on this list. If there's any cards maybe that you feel like I left off that that you think deserve to be in the top 10, or orders that potentially you don't totally agree with either. Cause I could get the argument for a Wemby or a Yao even as like a number 1 or a number 2. I could see it if you wanted to say, Kareem's number 3 for me. Despite being a $3,000 card or however much he costs. It might be more than that. It's kind of insane. Yeah, these cards are ridiculous in terms of especially these non-attainable guys. Like pretty much most all of these cards in the top 10, really the top 8 besides Dikembe and like maybe kind of sort of eventually Shaq KP are like pretty much unattainable cards because Wilt, you had to spend a much money to get to. Like it is a very, very crazy market out there with a lot of cards that aren't attainable for the majority of players, but I think this is a pretty good list and I think we put together a very solid one here in this video. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and of course subscribe. Really trying to hit that 40K mark. We are very, very close to it, so we'd really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe if you did enjoy the video. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.